A good time to check in with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy for a check of the weather. And boy, you know, Alana, it's awful to have to deal with water in your home. The water damage is so tough to clean up, so expensive to clean up, and we wish those folks all the best as they do.
Always do. You know, it was the rainiest day in 124 years in Salt Lake City, so it's not a huge surprise that we saw flooding. Of course, we hate seeing those impacts because we need the water, but still, what a storm that was. Hey, supermoon, great shots coming out of different portions of the state. We told you about it yesterday. This is what it looked like this morning and last night. A great shot there. Clear skies out there statewide. We're underneath a blocking pattern. Live view, 87 degrees right now in Ivins from our Black Desert Sky Cam. 63 in Salt Lake, and 70 is typically where we are. So we're rebounding and bouncing back, but we're doing it slowly. We will change the game as we head into tomorrow. 60s and 70s on the eastern side of the state, 83 in St. George, and that's exactly where they should be this time of year. 60s tracking towards the 50s. The sunshine we're seeing will turn into clear, dry skies as we head into the overnight. I mentioned that we have this blocking pattern, which means stagnant conditions, dry, quiet on the satellite. That will change. Dry air is in place, but as we put this into motion, we get another dry day for our Wednesday, and then moisture starts to move into the state from the south. We get a southwest flow and some tropical moisture caught up in that. Well, that will surge further north, meaning we will see more cloud cover and moisture potential is going to rise. Why does this matter? Well, it impacts us. Upper level here showing you pleasant conditions. This is called a Rex block. It's a blocking pattern for the western United States. A low stacked on top of a high. It means quiet conditions in Utah. That high will move over us with a warming trend into tomorrow, bringing our temperatures above average, but we're watching that upper level low. That's going to be a key player in northern Utah, getting some wet weather Friday and Saturday. But here's where we surge that moisture in. It's tropical moisture, deep tropical moisture, remnants from what was Hurricane Priscilla moving into the state, pushing further north as we get through our Thursday. That will be in place Friday, so it's not a huge surprise that by Thursday we have a general thunderstorm threat throughout the state. Moisture's on the way. That's why we see an uptick in precipitation potential Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the Wasatch Front. Southern Utah also going to get rain from this, and with all that moisture potential, we're going to watch the flooding risk. Futurecast shows quiet conditions with a southwest flow Wednesday. Here comes the cloud cover, and we're bringing in the moisture Thursday morning. You start to see those storms really focus on south central, southeastern Utah, but then we pepper a few storms in the West Desert. There's a slight chance we see a storm for the Wasatch Front. We keep that moisture potential rolling into our Friday, and we see that wet weather holding on. Saturday, our southerly flow still in place, but a cold front will change that. A cold front that will bring the tumbling temperatures. 70s for tomorrow, mid 70s, about 5 to 8 degrees above average. When all is said and done, 70s and 80s on the eastern side of the state, upper 80s expected in St. George. Warm before the storm because isolated storms arrive on Thursday. Showers into Friday, scattered storms Saturday and Sunday. A very unsettled pattern for southern Utah as those numbers get down to the 70s. Let's look at the Wasatch Front. Warming, possibly some 80s there on Thursday as that moisture moves in and we see more cloud cover. Scattered thunderstorms possible Friday and Saturday along the Wasatch Front. Some lingering showers on Sunday. Look at those temperatures go from the 80s to the 70s to the 60s. Don't blink because we get another day in the 50s. What we're concerned with here is that deep tropical moisture moves into the state. If it gets a lifting mechanism, we could see some storms drop some heavy rain. We already went through that this last weekend. So there will be some scary moments around areas like burn scars because you don't want to see a debris flow if we get heavy rain. So we'll keep you forewarned.
We're watching those areas especially close.
Yes.
Alana, thank you.